Okay, I'm gonna do the Sam Sulek style and talk to you guys in my car because I'm having one of those moments.
I'm having one of those moments.
And we're gonna just talk about emotions while I unbox for you guys a couple of things that I got from Urban Outfitters. Because for me, retail therapy is like so real. I try to keep it under like $50.
Oh my god, $50.
And it doesn't happen more than like once a quarter. But just like distracting myself with things in stores or in life that I know are gonna make me happy has worked for me. I also have learned a lot of other therapy tools and mindsets to be in. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the three things that I always do to get me out of a rut. At the same time, I'm also gonna be unboxing some random shit I got from Urban Outfitters. So first thing is I am not attached to the outcomes in life. When it comes to life, there are events that happen to you. You can have really good events happen to you. You can get lucky. You can have really bad things happen to you. Have really, really fucking shitty things happen to you. But it's what you do after those things happen to you that shape who you are as a person fundamentally. And I'm not going to sit here and rant and complain all day because that's not going to get me anywhere. And I used to do that. I used to be such a complainer, such a negative Nelly. And now what I'm learning is not being attached to the outcome is what's going to propel you in life. If something happens to me, I treat that now as a lesson. It could be good, it could be bad. All of that's kind of perceptions that we've made up in our head, but in everything that there is in life, there's something to learn. Then, moving forward, okay, I've got these new tools, these new skills, this new knowledge to apply in life if this event happens again. And that's really what I'm trying to do now is every single thing that happens to me, I'm not going to let that eat me up because it definitely used to, and that's not productive. I've grown so much within the last 6 months all because of that. The people that are the happiest, they're not always the richest, but they're the most mentally secure in their head. So for me, it's that mental clarity, it's that mental security that brings me peace, knowing, okay, I know what to do next. I'm going to choose the right thing to do this time. And that's not saying there is something right, something wrong, but you just know what didn't work and what's going to work in the future. Okay. I'm going to unbox this first thing that I got from Urban Outfitters. I have a fuck ton of keychains, and it's a little cat keychain thing, and you can get one of these 5. So we're gonna see what keychain I got. I'm just for fun. I'm hoping for the Bot-chan one, which is the one with a bunch of money on it, because I think that'd be funny. We'll see. Knowing me, I'm probably gonna get the sushi one because I fucking love all-you-can-eat sushi, and I will fuck that up. So we'll see. Like I said before, I'm gonna be content with the outcome of this because I know I can go buy another one. No, it's silly to get stuck in the past and let that eat you up because you are so much bigger than the past because you have a future to live. Peace, it feels like I'm some monk, like from Kung Fu Panda, with outcomes. Life is gonna be a lot easier. Okay, I'm gonna open this. I feel like I already see it, but let's see. Okay, I got this little one, and I said it, but I knew I was gonna get a sushi one. Yeah, I'm a sushi whore, so I got this cute little orange one. I'm gonna open it all the way for you guys. You can see, low-key, these are definitely way more expensive than they need to be at Urban Outfitters, but they're cute. They make me happy, so I am content. This is like a little old lady knitting cat, which is cute. Yeah, I don't knit. I'm not an old lady, but it still makes me happy. All right, lesson number 2 is not chasing perfection.
Perfection.
If you're always choosing perfection, you're never going to be joyful. I'm not saying that you shouldn't always be satisfied, but you should be chasing your dreams, knowing that you're always going to be doing bigger, better things. And each milestone, each accomplishment, that's just one step for you to take, and there's always going to be more steps. There's never an end to the road. The end of the road is when we stop breathing, but why seek perfection when all it does is tear us down? If something happens to me, I don't just immediately blame myself and beat myself up for it. I think, okay, how can I move on from this? How can I grow and be a better person? All right. I think that's enough for lesson 2. I don't know. Cute little cat. That was the first thing. Second thing I got, second of 2. The last thing I got was this little sign that I think I'm going to hang up in my bathroom because, you know, I'm in my bathroom every day. And it just has like a nice little reminder on it because, yeah, like I love crashing out and I'm definitely having one of those moments. But it's this cute little like clay thing. I don't know. But it says, everything will be fine. And if I live with this mentality, yeah, truly everything is going to be fine because at the end of the day, I have the responsibility and the power to choose how I feel. If I let someone else have that power over me, then it's going to make me feel like shit and I'm going to feel out of control. I'm going to feel sad. I'm not going to feel content with myself individually and independently. So everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. You have the ability to choose day in and day out how you feel and how you react. So if you're in a moment where you're unsure if anything's going to work out for you, just take a moment, breathe, focus on the present moment. And what can you do now to actively make your life happier, more joyful? And how can you incorporate things that make you feel productive without beating yourself up? It's that fine line, it's that balance. And yeah, knowing that you're ultimately responsible for how you feel, how you act, and how you think, it's such a mind shift set.
This is a nightmare!
Because it's like, oh fuck, like I'm, like that's me. Like I'm the reason that happened, or I'm the reason I feel this way. Let's get my shit together and let's think of a new way to approach this or a new way to reframe this in my head. I think number 3 was not isolating yourself. I don't really remember, but when I get in a funk and I get isolated, I just think that it makes how I feel 10 times worse. I am so careful at protecting other people's feelings that I will jeopardize my own feelings, which then makes everything way worse. And it ends up pushing people away. It ends up pushing opportunities away. And the only person responsible for that is me. So if I'm ever in a rut, now what I do is I try to put myself in places where I'm surrounded by people, or I try to reach out to friends rather than think that they don't want to hear from me, because believe it or not, there's someone out there who cares for you and wants to hear from you. And I know that's hard to hear sometimes because it genuinely feels like you're alone, but we are way more connected than you think. I mean, we literally have a device that connects us to just about every single person on the planet, and that's crazy. And instead of using it to doom scroll, which I'm so guilty of, and to isolate yourself, distance yourself from other people, use it for good. Use it to find events that are going on in your city. If you really like exercise, maybe try going to a run club, going to a new gym, talking to new people. But don't use it to isolate yourself and just kind of numb out the feeling. Like, the biggest mistake that people make is not attacking problems head on. If you just pretend it doesn't happen, that is going to just build up and build up and build up until you know it, it's going to explode. And that's not going to be helpful for both you and I. So, yeah, don't isolate. Talk to your friends. Go out in public. Go buy something if you really want to. But yeah, don't do those 3 things and you'll be totally fine. Yeah, that's all I have today. I feel like I talked a lot.